Imagine working hard every day and still being trapped in poverty, and others seem to thrive effortlessly. Today, I'll be talking about how the system itself is rigged to perpetuate poverty, and more importantly, what you can do to break free from these poverty traps. Stay tuned. Hi everyone, I'm Wangui Muthathi and welcome back to my channel, your trusted source for deep insights into things like personal finance and social changes. In today's video, we will be taking a hard look at how structural factors in our societies, of course, ranging from economic inequalities to systemic racism and tribalism, keeping many people stuck in poverty. But we are not just here to talk about problems. I'll also be sharing some strategies that empower you to overcome these challenges and help you build a better future for yourself and for your loved ones. So if you're ready to understand the real reasons behind poverty and you're also ready to learn how to break free, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to join our community of change makers. Let's start by looking at the key challenges that make the system rigged against the poor. 1. With economic equality and wage stagnation. Wealth concentration among the top 1% means that while a few accumulate vast riches, low and middle income earners face stagnant wages despite rising living costs. And by this I mean things like housing, healthcare, and education. These things keep becoming more expensive than ever. Okay? The gig economy keeps workers trapped in precarious jobs without benefits, deepening the financial divide. Okay? 2. Things like educational barriers. Underfunded schools in low-income areas or communities limits the opportunities for advancement. And that is why you'll find many students graduating burdened with debt, while job opportunities remain scarce, and the digital divide leaves marginalized groups behind. 3. Healthcare costs. Do you know something like a medical emergency can leave you bankrupt? That's how bad it can become. Especially when insurance is out of reach, you'll find chronic health issues not only reduce employability, but they keep creating a continuous cycle of financial strain. Okay? So things just keep getting worse. 4. A criminal justice system. Things like fines, fees, and cash bail disproportionately affect the poor. Something like incarceration can damage future employment prospects, trapping individuals in a cycle of debt and marginalization. 5. Housing instability. Rents keep rising. There's gentrification and historical redlining, segregating communities, and of course, individuals find themselves having limited access to quality jobs or education, further deepening poverty. 6. Tax policies and predatory practices. And this is where you'll find tax loopholes that favor the wealthy, while things like payday loans and high interest debts trap low-income individuals, of course, in a never-ending cycle of financial struggle. Okay? You find yourself taking a debt. The moment you finish paying, you're taking another one, and it keeps going on, and you end up forming a cycle. Lastly, systemic racism, tribalism, and of course, discrimination. Historical policies and bias in hiring and wages has helped create wealth gaps that persist to this day, reinforcing cycles of poverty among marginalized communities. All that is sad but true. But having outlined the systemic issues or the challenges, let's shift our focus to strategies for escaping poverty. Okay? It's one thing to know, and it's another thing to act upon the information that you have. Okay? 1. Education and skill development. Pursue affordable education, for instance, community colleges, online courses, and vocational training. Leverage scholarships, grants, and employer-sponsored programs that will help you build in-demand skills, including digital literacy for remote work. Okay? So you need to be willing to learn. Take advantage of free courses available. Be hungry for knowledge. Okay? 2. Financial literacy and planning. Master things like budgeting, saving, and avoiding predatory loans. Explore things like micro-investing and side hustles that will help you build multiple streams of income and utilize credit unions or low-interest financial services to help you strengthen your financial position. 3. Community and social capital. Tap into local nonprofits, food banks, childcare corporations, and professional networks. Seek mentorship and join advocacy groups. This will enable you to amplify your voice and at the same time access job opportunities. Okay? 4. Policy advocacy and systemic change. Start supporting policies that push for living wages, things like affordable housing and accessible healthcare. Okay? You need to support this kind of policies. Engage in activism and vote for leaders who prioritize poverty alleviation and criminal justice reform. Okay? You have to be very mindful the people you vote for. Don't just sit down and fold your hands. 5. Health and wellness. Utilize community clinics to manage healthcare costs and prevent medical debt. Prioritize mental health to sustain resilience and effective decision making. Remember, health is wealth. When you start losing it, that's a big problem. 6. Entrepreneurship and innovation. Consider microloans or grants to start a small business. Stop waiting for someone to employ you. Okay? It might never happen. Leverage technology, for example, e-commerce or freelancing platforms, because this will help you reach broader markets and create a self-sustaining income for you. And lastly, relocation and mobility. If feasible, consider relocating or moving to areas with better job opportunities or affordable living conditions. Sometimes you have to uproot yourself. Explore government relocation assistance programs to ease the transition for you. If that is not an option, you can try agents and stuff like that. Let's finish this up with our vision for change. Escaping poverty is not just about individual effort. It requires both personal resilience and systemic reform. While the system is rigged, we as a community or as a people can break these chains and build a more equitable future. Okay? But we have to work together. For us to see better, we need to do better. Okay? It will not be easy, but it is something that can be done. In the meantime, what steps are you taking to help you overcome some of these challenges? Let me know in the comment section. Well, I hope this gets to help someone. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be notified once we upload another new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.